Today we're going to talk about ways to save money by harvesting your seeds. Now you can definitely buy your seeds at the grocery store, at the hardware stores. You can buy them online at specialty seed companies. But one of the best ways that I find is that when you find something in the garden that you really like and you really enjoy, why buy it? You've got the perfect specimen right there to collect seeds from. And there's wonderful, wonderful things you can collect seeds from: beans and herbs and melons and tomatoes. Just almost anything you grow, you can collect seeds from. So here's a couple of the things that I have collected seeds from. So this first one that I have are some summer squash. Now I made a summer squash the other night to make some homemade spaghetti, some kind of low-calorie spaghetti, and I'll go ahead and link that video right here because it was a delicious squash. But these are just the seeds that I saved out of that summer squash. So all I did was just rinse them off. I put them on a plate and I just keep them someplace dry, and I make sure that the seeds dry out for like a week or two on a paper plate. This is all I do. And then I package them either in Ziploc bags or in regular bags. The next seed that I have is from an herb, and this is an Italian parsley. Now these have already dried on the vine, and all I did was wait until they were ready to pick. Now I actually got quite a few of these because I'm going to give a few of these to my friends. But Italian parsley is so easy to grow. It's almost like a weed, and it grows very good from seed. In fact, I've never bought an herb start. I always grow my plants from seeds. Now when my different kinds of herbs are all done for the season, in this case you're looking at some Italian parsley, I literally just leave them on the vine and let them go to seed. You've heard that saying, you know, let something just go to seed. Well, this is exactly what it is. And when they're little itty bitty seeds like these Italian parsley, I just put them between my fingers and I kind of rub them until they fall off onto the paper plate or a paper towel, whatever it is that you have. And these are just so easy, and you can't really tell, but I probably harvested 1,000 seeds. They're just so tiny that even getting one cluster head of seeds, you're literally getting, 100 seeds at a time. And so these are just, a fantastic way to really do no work, but you end up having seeds at the end of the season. And when I'm all done harvesting seeds, like I will be today, I'll actually clip those off right down at the bottom of the plant, and these will come back in the next season. I won't have to replant them, but I am giving some of these seeds away as Christmas gifts, and then I'm going to plant a few in my garden, out in my vegetable garden next spring. So I'm getting some extra seeds this time, but you can see in a matter of just a couple of minutes how easy this is to do. So the next one I wanted to show you is from a tomato. Now I just love these little yellow pear tomatoes. They're so good, like in the salsa recipes that I just absolutely love this particular one. So in these, it has very, very, very small seeds. They are just almost microscopic. So when you see a seed from a tomato plant, and I want to make sure that you can see this. I'm actually going to take the tomatoes off. But this little seed, you notice it's got kind of a jelly-like material on it. Now, sometimes you can plant seeds in the garden from tomatoes. They'll fall and they'll go ahead and sprout anyway. But what you want to do is get that little jelly material off, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, I typically take my tomato seeds and just run them through a strainer, but these little tiny, I'm not even going to call them a cherry tomato, these are a little yellow pear tomato, are so small, I'm actually gonna rub them against a paper towel on a strainer. And all I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of water and I'm just gonna rub that little gel right off the seed. But once you get this coating off, you're gonna be really glad you did, because then as these dry, these are gonna be wonderful seeds that you can go ahead and start for next year. I don't know if you can see that real clearly. I'm gonna put it on a paper towel. I think it would be easier. Do you see that right there? So that's all ready to plant. Now you can also take it between a paper towel and just kind of rub it. And then what I do is I just put these on a little paper plate. I hope that you can see this. I've got about 20 little seeds that I was able to get the coating off of. And again, I'm just going to label my plate. These are going to be my yellow pear tomatoes. And I'm just going to let these completely dry out until they're ready to package up. And I usually just kind of move them around every couple of days. I try to get them so they're not sticking to the plate. These are completely dry. These parsley ones were dry on the vine, so these are very easy. I'll just put those in some little containers. Either, like I said, some of the snack bags from Dollar Tree are really good choice, or just some little baggies or even some little envelopes. So those are some of the ways that I save money on seeds. Seeds can be very, very expensive. And I'll tell you what, if you don't spray your seeds with anything, guess what? They're gonna be organic seeds to boot. So I'm an organic gardener. The only thing I use, even occasionally, is maybe a little bit of soap or neem oil. But for the most part, I try to even stay away from all of that. I try to just share a little bit with the friends that come to my garden, as far as the little four-legged ones. Or I just let them go. I figure I would rather have to deal with a little bit of the animals than I would have to deal with pesticides. So these are some of the ways that I save money on seeds. I hope you'll give it a try. Do you have some other ideas, things that you do? I just think saving money all around is just the best thing, but especially in the garden and in the kitchen. So thanks for joining me today. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and I'd appreciate ringing the bell if you'd like some future notifications, and of course any comments that you have are always welcome. So take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.